Have you ever been charged hidden fees just for using your own money while traveling abroad? If the answer is yes, then you're definitely not alone. Many travelers, including myself, have been hit with those sneaky charges without even knowing it. But here's the thing, there's a smarter way to spend your money abroad without getting hit with hidden fees or running into other issues. My wife Mandy and I have used a few different travel money cards over the last 3 years of full-time travel and have had some horrendous experiences, including the time we went to pay for dinner in Mexico only to find out that our card was switched off due to suspicious activity without even notifying us, leaving us with the manager who thought we were trying to steal money from them. Or there was the time that we transferred all of our money onto one of our cards before coming here to Thailand, only for it to disappear without a trace for over 10 days, with very little help from the provider who I won't name. And don't even get me started on trying to get cash out using a conventional credit card while traveling in Sri Lanka. It was a complete nightmare. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how the Wise Travel Money Card is the smartest way to travel abroad, without the hassle, without the fees, and most importantly, without the stress. So let's get into it. But before we do, if you find this video helpful at all, please like and subscribe and make sure you stick around for the end because we're going to have an unbeatable deal for everyone. When you're traveling internationally, managing your money can be a bit of a headache. From hidden foreign transaction fees to bad exchange rates, there's plenty of ways to lose money if you're not careful. But what if there was a way to avoid all of that? That's where Wise comes in. So let's talk about the common pitfalls travelers face when it comes to managing money abroad. First off, you've got the hidden foreign transaction fees. So banks often charge you 2 to 3% every time you swipe your card overseas. It's almost like they're charging you to use your own money and you don't even realize it until you get home and look at your statement and it's too late. Then there's the issue of bad exchange rates. How many times have you exchanged money at one of those little airport kiosks or local exchange spots, only to realize you're getting a way worse deal than the actual exchange rate? It's so frustrating, right? Or how about ATM withdrawal fees? Every time you withdraw cash overseas, traditional banks can hit you with a hefty fee. And don't even get me started on ATM machines in tourist hotspots. Those things can charge you even more and they're usually hidden. So you have no idea how much you're actually being charged until it's too late. And lastly, the age-old question, cash versus card. Cash is risky, especially when you're carrying it around in unfamiliar places. You could get pickpocketed, or even worse, you could get the whole thing stolen. But cards can come with their own issues too. Fraud, scams, and of course, like we mentioned earlier, fees. So, what's the smartest way to spend abroad? The answer is Wise. With the Wise Travel Money Card, you can avoid all those problems I just mentioned. No hidden fees, real exchange rates, and safe, easy access to your money. So let me show you how it works. So Wise lets you hold multiple currencies at once and it works in real time with no markups. That means you get access to actual market exchange rates instead of those inflated rates you would find at the airport or the bank. For example, let's say you're traveling from the United States to Europe. You can load euros onto your account and spend them directly with your card at no extra cost at all. Wise automatically converts your money so you're not paying hidden fees or crazy exchange rates. It's quite simple. What you see is what you get. Now let's talk about the best ways to pay when you're abroad. If you're still carrying cash, you need to stop. Using cash is extremely risky. You can lose it, you can get it stolen, and it's also hard to get the best value when exchanging it. That's why Wise is perfect. You can use chip and PIN and contactless payments are the way to go. With contactless payments and a PIN for added security, you can make quick, safe transactions wherever you go. Plus, you don't have to worry about carrying around a ton of cash that you may never even use and have to exchange again when you leave the country. Now let's compare Wise with credit cards and cash. When it comes to credit cards, you can face those bad exchange rates and interest charges. That is not the case with Wise. Wise has no hidden fees. Everything is 100% upfront and transparent, and you get real-time exchange rates. And with cash, you risk losing it or paying too much in conversion fees at the exchange kiosk. Plus, it's not as secure as using a card. So when you think about it, Wise is the clear winner when it comes to the three. Now let's talk about the most important part, safety. When you're traveling, you need to make sure your money and information is protected And this is why Wise really shines. So when you actually set up your Wise account, you'll enable two-factor authentication, which means even if someone did somehow manage to get your password, they can't access your account without actually having your phone. It's an extra layer of security that gives you peace of mind. And if you lose your card, there's no problem. With Wise, you can instantly freeze your card with just one touch of a button in the app. And if you find it later, you can easily unfreeze it just as easily. It's perfect for those moments when you're not sure if your card went missing or not, and you want to be careful and you want to freeze your card just in case. We've done this many times. Also, every time you make a transaction, you get an instant alert on your phone. This helps you keep track of your spending and quickly spot any suspicious activity. Wise also has fraud protection that continuously monitors your account for unusual transactions, so you're always protected. And here's a little thing that sets Wise apart: virtual cards. If you're making online purchases, you can use the virtual card, which doesn't expose your physical card number, so even if there is some kind of a breach, your physical card remains safe. It's amazing. Okay, so I get it. Sometimes you do need to use cash, but here's the trick. Use ATMs inside the banks rather than those in the tourist traps. Wise actually gives you free ATM withdrawals worldwide as long as you're not exceeding the limit. Traditional banks, on the other hand, they charge you fees for every withdrawal, and sometimes it can be as high as $5 or even $10. So with the Wise Travel Money Card, you get zero hidden fees, real exchange rates, complete control over your spending, and top-notch security. It's definitely, in my opinion, the smartest way to spend money abroad while traveling. And a fun fact, one of our neighbors who we walk past almost every day walking our dog, they actually bought a house here in Thailand, and I asked them what the process was like of transferring the money to the person they were buying the property off, and they told me they used Wise, and it was totally simple, totally hassle-free, no issues. They bought a house using Wise Transfer. So if you're ready to take control of your travel money and stop losing it to hidden fees and bad exchange rates, the Wise Travel Money Card is perfect for you. Check our link below for your first transfer fee-free up to $1,000 or a free travel card. So if you made it this far, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this content helpful at all.